Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we got some interesting news as it pertains to the Eagles injury report on Thursday. Avonte Maddox popped up on it with a DMP. Did not practice due to a hamstring injury. We talk about that. We talk about A.J. Brown not just being the best wide receiver in the NFC East, but one of the best wide receivers in the league. And last but not least, Jalen Hurts' press conference.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we scream and fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today we got some more to talk about as it pertains to our birds. But before we do that, I'm going to ask y'all a favor. Help your boy out and hit that like button. It's free, it's easy, and it's greatly appreciated. Also, ding that bell. We trying to grow notification gang. And check the link in the description. It's a free app, kind of like Discord, but a little better. It's called the Chalkboard app. And what we do in there is talk Eagles news behind the YouTube scenes. Almost 400 people in there, and it's now for Android and iPhone users. And like I said, it's free. Click the link in the description. Let's get into the Thursday night injury report. And it's pretty much Josh Jobe and Avonte Maddox, who did not practice due to a hamstring injury. If you look on this report, everybody else is limited because it's the first practice back from a mini bye week. Eagles played on Thursday against the Texans. Don't play again until Monday night, so you have time to let your players rest their bodies. A little mini bye week, a couple weeks after the bye week, which is good for a long season, especially when you're the number one team in the NFL and expect to go the distance. We trying to go to the Super Bowl. We trying to win the whole thing. We taking it 1 week by a time, but any rest to the body is important. Now, is Avonte Maddox hamstring bother him, or is it just a precautionary did not practice? With the Washington blah blah blahs coming to Philly, just do not overexert a guy like Avonte Maddox. We need to keep our guys healthy. If he can't play, he can't play. We will cross that bridge when we get there. This team, this Commanders team is better than the Week 3 one. Heineke gives the Washington team a better chance to win. They played a tough game against the second best team in the NFC, the Vikings, but I'm not scared. Vegas got us as 11-point favorites for a reason. Anything can happen if we don't come in with our heads right, but this team has their heads right pretty much all the time. Now, when I talk about Jalen Hurts' press conference, he also said something about 1K always open, A.J. Brown. Listen to him on his relationship with his wide receiver.
To have the opportunity to play with him now, to be building something with him now, and just growing with him, it's special. It's special.
Just to grow with him is special. And I say that to say this. Jalen Hurts having one of his best seasons, but guess who else is having one of his best seasons? A.J. Brown. And I tweeted this a little bit ago. Forget being the best in the NFC East. He, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, A.J. Brown at 1K always open. And this came out first. Highest graded wide receivers this season, right? 90.9 is Tyreek Hill, 90.8 is Stephon Diggs, and a 90 flat is A.J. Brown. This is not week 7, week 9, week 10, week 1. This is the whole season. Week 1 through week 10, these are the top 3 graded. Even when the ball's not thrown to them, how they ran their route, how they won their route, are they beating single coverage, are they getting bracket team? All that is going into Pro Football Focus's grading system. Not just who gets the ball thrown to them the most. What are they doing every route? How are they winning? Who are they beating? All that stuff. And if you look at the other picture that came out a little bit ago, the highest graded wide receiver in the NFL, it's not just one person. It's a tie. When you talk about single coverage, the other grade was for any coverage, zone, double team, single. But when you try to single cover A.J. Brown or Tyreek Hill, you're not going to get it done. A 94.1 tie for first place is A.J. Brown and Tyreek Hill, and they do it different ways. Tyreek Hill, the shiftiest, craftiest, and speediest guy in the league. A.J. Brown, he's crafty, he's shifty, but the physicalest guy in the league. And yes, I know Deebo Samuels is in the league. Maybe he runs harder from the running back position, but A.J. Brown, the most physical wide receiver in the NFL, and I'm not taking it back. So he's not. Stop the whole NFC East, maybe CeeDee Lamb, maybe Scary Terry. They're good wide receivers. He's a great wide receiver. A.J. Brown in Tennessee, you could probably argue who's better. This is not the A.J. Brown in Tennessee. He was really good in Tennessee, but he is a monster. He's elite as a Philadelphia Eagle because he's in his prime. We didn't just get the Tennessee version. We got a monster that is way better and only going to get better. As Jalen Hurts said, they grow together. Roots grow, flowers everywhere. You know what I mean? Last but not least, another thing that was said at the press conference, and I really liked it. John Clark got it. We all hold each other accountable, which we know that. That's a big part of winning. Jalen Hurts says accountability with this Eagles team is very important to continue success and stay humble. Listen to this, though. Nick Sirianni and the coaches put the names of the players up on the screen with the mistakes they made. A.J. Brown, you didn't do this right, this right, this right, this right. I'm lying. There's not that many bulletins on A.J. Brown. But Jordan Mailata, you didn't do this right, this right, this right, this right. He had a bad game against the Texans. Maybe Jalen Hurts, even though he had a good game, did one thing wrong. I like addressing the negatives first before the positives. That's how you humble yourself. That's how you keep yourself growing, keeping the main thing the main thing. That's Jalen Hurts saying, I love it. That's going to be one of my things now. We saying that in every single live stream at least 3 times. We're going to find a way to say it at least 3 times. Jalen Hurts talked about a lot of good things in here. They also asked him about his numbers versus the blitz against the Texans for sure. And he's like, hey, I didn't even know that. See, Jalen Hurts doesn't really care about the nitty-gritty numbers unless it's being brought to his attention to make him a better quarterback. But he don't care about the numbers like that. He cares about the W's. But Jalen Hurts has been beating the blitz with his arm. And so I think as the season goes on, teams are going to be worried about sending that blitz because AJ's winning single coverage. Avonte can win single coverage. Dallas with the most yak for a tight end. A top 5 in the league in yak. Overall, just pass catchers. Too many weapons, too many things that can go wrong if you blitz Jalen Hurts. Oh, by the way, he can run for the first down. So I think the league is still adjusting. They continue to have to adjust to the Eagles. Why? Because we give them something to adjust about every week. We change the way we win, the way we attack, the way we approach it, week in and week out. And that's what the best teams in the league do. And that's why, forget the strength of schedule. I've been preaching. It's a cap. It's a lie narrative about how just bad only our schedule is. But at the end of the day, no team has been able to figure the Eagles out for 4 quarters. We've only went into halftime tied once. Don't get used to it because the Eagles are the Eagles. We gonna keep winning. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, Eagle Nation. I greatly appreciate it. Also, hit that like button. It means a lot, a lot, a lot. Subscribe. We just hit 27K. And if you don't got the bell turned on, you really not fully part of the group. And since I tortured y'all with the roots and the flowers, let's play it.
Keep that roots going, baby! Roots go 3! 1, 2, 3, roots!
Also, I've been dropping a couple shorts on that Heights podcast where it's the Kelsey brothers and Hurts. I watched the whole thing. I loved it. We keep dropping some of the parts that stuck out to me on shorts. Check it out. But we'll end with the flowers everywhere.
Flowers everywhere.
I love the flower girl. Keep the main thing the main thing. And I'll catch y'all next time. We out.